Hi, and welcome to Internet Marketing, the Unknown Secrets of SEO podcast.
That's right. We are Internet Marketing, the Unknown Secrets of SEO podcast. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Another fun-filled Friday. Let's get it started.
My name is Chris Burris, owner of eWebStyle.
And I'm Paul Hansen. I'm the sales manager here at eWebStyle.
We really appreciate you guys tuning in because you are tuning in. We are the most popular SEO podcast on iTunes. Don't you forget it. And let's just hop right into it. You know, we've been having a problem remembering what we did last time because we always like to talk about that or at least mention it.
Short-term memory.
I took it up a notch. I said
you
not
forgot that we did a podcast?
At all. It's like, why are the lights on? What's the camera for? No, I decided, and hopefully we're going to continue this, we're going to pull out a tip from last podcast. Okay. So not just some information, not just, hey, you should go back and listen to the last podcast because we were talking about reasons people might like your Facebook.
Okay.
An actual tip. To get followers or likes on your Facebook page, you should concentrate on promotions and discounts and then entertainment.
Okay, that is ringing a bell. How about this? Here's my tip. How about you get a Facebook page?
Yeah, make sure you got a Facebook page. Absolutely.
A Facebook business, whatever they're
business
called.
listing.
Yeah, a Facebook business listing.
I gotta be honest. I'm on Facebook regularly, updating stuff on the business, and there is a remote possibility that our business listing isn't really a business listing because I set it up so long ago. I don't know what I did.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure it is.
It's a fan page, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Sure, that sounds good.
Hey,
Hey, go out there and like us. Hey, speaking of liking us, how you can follow us. You can actually send us an email. We love emails. I've actually got some listener feedback here today. Awesome stuff. You're going to love it. You can contact us via email, podcast@e-webstyle.com. You can follow us on Twitter, ewebstyle.com/Twitter. No, twitter.com/ewebstyle. You can actually find our Facebook page, facebook.com/ewebstyle. We broadcast the video of this podcast live at 9:15 Central Standard Time every Friday on Ustream. So you can go to Ustream, and from Ustream you can actually view these podcasts. And actually, they're archived there. We've got there is one comment on here that I'll talk about that. It's kind of funny.
And hang on, here's one other way to contact us, which we never say.
We talked about this.
You can actually pick up the phone and call us.
Just call us.
Yeah.
Hello, just call us.
If you are interested in some internet marketing, SEO type of campaigns, you could actually call us at area code 713-592-6724. We actually do use a telephone. Yes.
Hey, I know you got this big competition coming up with Scott Bonner. Right.
Oh yeah, the celebrity death match.
Yeah, too. And I know that. Well, I know you. I don't really know him, so I'm just gonna. I think you could take him.
Oh yeah, come on, this guy's from Ohio.
And I gotta ask you to lay off a little.
Oh, that's right, you're from Ohio.
He helped me yesterday.
Oh, that's right. That's right, Scott Bonner. You get a pass, man.
So maybe like one arm behind your back or something. Scott Bonner, thank you so much for helping me yesterday. I was having some really kind of my own stupid technical issues with setting up a website on our demo server to actually work. Actually, Scott did the website, and we're doing some modifications to it. So thank you, Scott, for helping me, and thank you also, Adam, for helping me. And also, I learned yesterday that Scott has a website called diabeticjournal.com.
Tell me about that.
So go check it out. He's got a free and a paid service. The free service is, I think you're able to, for a lifetime, you can track your blood glucose level. So go check that out, diabeticjournal.com.
That's what's up, Scott. Scott Bonner is he from Akron? No, Columbus.
Yes.
Never mind.
He is not from the rubber capital.
No, I was going to say something else. Hey, Scott, this is going to be random.
Oh.
I'm not.
Okay, no random thoughts until later.
No.
When we run out of material. Oh. What was that? You met a chick last night from Columbus?
So as soon as he said Columbus, I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah. I know somebody from Columbus. Hey, Mo Sirius got in contact with us.
What's up, Mo?
Yeah, Mo. And I was going to print this out, and then I said, I could actually just write it down. What up, fellas? Holla at me.
That's what's up.
So we'll do that. Maybe we can. Is that how you holler?
I do that to my sisters, and they're like, "All right, man." I'm like, I'm stupid. I know.
No argument for me. All right, let's see. This is news. We've got Intel picks up McAfee, and the little kind of byline on it was that this kind of represents the fact that that security is going to become integrated into microchip manufacturing. So
that's what's up. I hope the Intel doesn't start to suck.
Yeah,
because I don't like McAfee. Sorry.
Yeah, no, McAfee has some challenges. That's in my humble opinion. Facebook Places. That's been in the news. Apparently, you were inundated with the news multiple times.
Yeah, 2 friends asked me about Facebook Places, and I read something about it on 2 different internet websites yesterday and the day before.
So when 2 friends asked you, what'd you say?
I was like, huh?
And didn't they immediately say, "Aren't you an expert in?"
Exactly. I'm like, shut up. That's pretty much all I had to say. Because I was like, Facebook
Places. Listen to my podcast. Yeah. I'll tell you what it's all about.
You get on the internet and find out what it's all about now.
Yeah, Facebook Places. Apparently, they're going head to head with Google and their Google Places. They're doing it they say it's a more social way. I don't really know. I mean, Google Places is pretty social. Like, you can add listings. Yes. You can do stuff. Now, you can't check in to places. Okay. And I think that's kind of like Foursquare on Facebook. Foursquare is a place where you can check in, and I sent you an invite. I don't know if you got that.
I haven't done it yet.
I've checked it out. eWebStyle is now on Foursquare. I'm not yet the mayor. I know how that works. I should be the mayor. I should just know. Facebook Places, however, you can check in. So they're going to tap into the concept of Foursquare without actually having to buy Foursquare. Really smart move, if you ask me.
And places like Yelp and City Search,
they're going to start doing those. Yeah.
Well, they do it now.
Oh, yeah?
They do check-ins now. I have a couple of apps on my phones that let me do check. I just got into the check-in game. So.
Is it geo-targeted so that, like, when you open up you go to a website?
I go to a Yelp
and
application.
Find the application?
There's an application.
Okay.
I check in, and it finds where I am. You want to check in here? Yeah, sure.
So it gives you a list of places that are close by. Okay, cool.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I think it's very wise for Yelp to be doing that. City Search.
So now you're probably thinking, now I need to go get a Facebook page, and now I need to do Facebook Places. And the answer is yes. Sorry. Oh, I forgot. Yes, you're gonna have to do some work. Yes, you should. I need to actually do some more research on it. But Google and Facebook, if you haven't seen yet, they're butting heads. They're really going at each other. And whenever they're coming out with something that's new or cutting edge, one of them is gonna have it. One of them is gonna take off.
Yeah.
And then the other one will catch on. So watch Google do the same.
Well, I'm kind of a little concerned for Foursquare, right? Because if Yelp's taking it, if the other people are taking it, and if Facebook's gonna run away with it, then
And I'm
going to say, kind of on the wall.
I know, right? If Facebook says if they're picking up on it, then everyone else is going to have to really be able to catch up.
Well, I'm thinking, the smart thing that Foursquare could have done is integrated somehow, because you can do apps for Facebook. I don't know much about those apps anyway. I got a little wacky news. This is hilarious. I think this was in New Jersey. The city council was meeting on relaxing the open container ordinances. Mm-hmm. So a bunch of clowns showed up with glasses that said "not beer," and they were doing a drinking game, which is anytime somebody said "call to order," they all had to drink. Apparently, 3 of them got escorted out.
That's hilarious.
And there was a comment, because this was in the Houston Chronicle, about a city council meeting somewhere else in the country. And there was a comment. It was like, man, if our city council meetings had drinking games, I'd go to city council meetings. You want to get political participation? Make it a drinking game.
Free liquor.
All right, so we got some. This is awesome on Twitter. We actually have an iTunes. I'll get to that in a second. Okay. A new iTunes review on Twitter. We got this. Love the podcast. I'm sure I'll be able to quote some tips on my new Twitter account and give you some link love. That's what's up.
And that is what's up.
That is what's up. Yeah,
link love. You are correct.
Yep.
That is currently what's up.
And that was from NetNoob, N-O-O-B. I like that. The next is just finished 71. My iTunes only has up to 64. Update it, dudes. Don't be a pair of douches. Love the podcast, but the news is old. And this is from Dave2511. I've never been so proud to be called a douche.
There you go.
You know, that's pretty cool. Referencing our own podcasts to insult us. I love that's awesome.
That's what's up.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
Very cool. And I'm working on it. So I'm trying not to be a douche. And, you know, Dave2511, you couldn't come up with anything more creative than that? Really? Come on. Don't be a douche. Snap! Gotta love that. All right. On iTunes, we've got this show is absolutely wonderful. Can't be beat. Great job, guys. And that's from Proactive Patrol.
Yes, Matt Dixon. What's up, Matt? Matt, I got a phone call from Matt. Awesome phone call. We talked a little bit. I don't want to really pub Matt right now because he's making some changes to his website. But Matt, once we get that website the way it needs to be, you will get all the pub and link love that you deserve. What's up, Matt?
And especially because he says, I am definitely after your SEO expertise. That's obviously not in the review. That's in an email he sent. So, yeah, we give love to people who use our services.
That's what's up, Matt.
So we have information. I have no idea what time we started today, so this could be the longest podcast in history. We have some really valuable information. You noticed at the beginning of this podcast, I specifically said internet marketing, unknown secrets to SEO. And actually, this particular episode of our should be award-winning podcast could be called Unknown Secrets of Pay-Per-Click.
Okay.
Because we've been talking the last couple of podcasts. We are doing a lot of balancing of pay-per-click and SEO because it's the best way we feel to give great value to clients. And so in that process of that, we've got a great technical partner for our pay-per-click, and we get a lot of knowledge from them. We basically steal it,
and say it's ours,
and then say we're about to say. Well, this is an article from WikiHow. And it's the article, I don't even know how WikiHow works. Apparently, it's like Wikipedia. They can start an article, and then other people can add to it. And so maybe we could add to it, because I got a couple comments about some douchey aspects of this article. But it was originated by Lily Vishal. And I'm
not even going to try.
I got to be honest, two other Indian
names.
Dudes or dudettes. And the way you can find it is just Google how to start a successful pay-per-click campaign. It is on WikiHow. And what we decided to do, we're going to turn it up a little bit, right? This is how to start a successful manage a successful pay-per-click campaign. We're going to turn it around just a little bit and point out which aspects of these. So there's 15 points on here, not 50. Don't worry. It isn't the longest podcast in history. And of these 15, how many of them really not require, but you should turn over. How many should you do? That's a great way to put it. How many should you do, and how many of those 15 should you farm out to somebody else or hire an expert to do?
And we know we actually need to do the same thing for SEO.
That's true.
We need to do the same thing.
That's a good idea. Let me write that down. Okay. Next podcast. All right. So you want to take step number one?
Step number one, I thought was, should have been step number one. One of the most important things. You need to define a budget.
And we've talked about this before.
Yes. I mean, whether you're doing any kind of marketing, period, SEO, you need to have a budget that says, this is my budget. You need to, really, really think about it. What percentage of your revenue are you really looking to use towards that budget? How much you can break it down. This is my budget per month. How much do I want to spend per day? And how do I want to do it? Do I want to spend X dollars per hour? So define your budget. Make sure that it is a realistic budget. Look at other keywords, and you can tell. Use the the Google. I'm on it every day. AdWords keyword selector tool, and find out, hey, how much are the words going for in my industry? Is it 50 cents, $1, $5, $10? If you're an
18.
attorney, exactly. I've seen keywords that are coming up at, $25, $28. So base your budget, and I'm a firm believer that in PPC, you get what you put into it. So if you have a $5 keyword and you're willing to put $100 into it, you're going to get, 20 clicks over a month of 30 days? So
that's not going to turn anything.
Yeah.
We did a podcast and we talked about one of the things not to do on pay-per-click, and it was not to take a small amount of cash, throw it at the wall, and see it if it sticks.
See what sticks.
So the number one thing, and this would actually be kind of what I would say, is have an organized methodology to your pay-per-click.
Yes.
Now, define a budget. Should that be done by them, or should they get an expert to do that?
I would probably say you want to get an expert that knows who has ran campaigns before, who possibly has run something in your industry before and can actually look at some research and say, if you put X dollars into this pay-per-click campaign, you could have success. Or if you put Y dollars into it, you will not have success, and these are the reasons why.
Well, and one of the things that and let me insert clause here, about to steal technical partners' information. One of the things that we have learned here at WebStyle is that there are two things that can cause a pay-per-click campaign to fail. One of them is under budget. The other is over budget. And really, over budget doesn't fail in the sense that you're not going to get clicks. Over budget means that you're just paying too much. And under budgeted means that you're getting 20 clicks a month, and so that's a little bit under budgeted. So or substantially under budgeted. So from the context, yes, internally in your company you need to find, and we recommend if you're a business owner out there that you actually say, you know what, I'm going to commit 10%. I'm going to commit. We were working with a company now, 23%, 28%, 28% of their revenue goes towards advertising of some sort or another. It's a pretty good sized company, so you can imagine we're pursuing them pretty heavily.
And I'll tell you this, and I think that anyone can take, if you're a mom and pop, you're a one-man operation, you can take a lesson from that. And we'll say 30% of their budget, of their revenues, go back into their marketing. So think about that. I talk to people all the time that are like, oh, that's too expensive, that's this or that. Really think about it.
What percentage is it? Is it a percentage?
Is it what percentage of this? What Paul's pitching me is what percentage of my revenues? But think about it from the standpoint of you need invest in your business to bring a return on your investment. If that makes any sense.
I think it does, absolutely. And some people don't think about, okay, what am I going to put right back in the business? And it's one of those things that you say, I'm going to put 10%, and that's before I pay my. When you're a business owner, you pay yourself first, and then the next amount goes to your advertising, and then the rest goes to whatever it needs to run your business and increase your value. Number 2, make a list of keywords. Now, they got a little liberal with like number 2, 3, 4, and 5, so we'll kind of go through these. Okay, make a list of keywords.
And finalize.
Right. So the next one is finalize keywords. Number 4 is bid on the right keywords, and the 5th one is use separate keywords for. Well, no, 5th one doesn't count. So 3, bid on the right keywords. 4 we could take out of there. That's just stupid. Obviously, you've made a list of the right keywords. You've finalized your keywords, so you're going to bid on those keywords, and hopefully you don't have the wrong keywords in your keyword list. Now, so we'll just call this number 2 and 3. Make a list of keywords, finalize keywords. Is that something that they should do themselves?
I would seek help from a qualified professional when choosing your keywords. You can select, and this in internet marketing, pay-per-click, SEO. You can do keywords and I'm Joe the plumber. I'm gonna go for plumber. Okay, that's what everybody wants. Yeah, everybody wants the word plumber. And maybe I've done a little research. Now I know I want to go after Houston plumber because I'm in Houston and I don't want my PPC ad to show up maybe in New York. Okay, so I should go after Houston plumber. Now a qualified professional is going to be able to tell you this is the competitive nature of this keyword, and this applies to both SEO and PPC. This is the bid. Well, the competitive nature will tell you how many other people are out there bidding on this particular keyword. A professional can tell you, hey, this is what it's going to take. This is how much budget it's going to take to get this keyword in a good position to get a return on your investment. So I would say you can do it yourself. I would probably say do it yourself. Hand it to a professional and say, what do you think about this?
Right. And I think if you ever follow the process that we go through when we're identifying keywords, we always talk about the first thing we want to do is truly understand what your business does, and we really start that process with our 2 questions. What do you make the most on, and what do you sell the most?
Yes.
Right? When you start talking about that, you start opening a dialogue, and I think we've mentioned in this podcast before, the same is true for pay-per-click as it is for SEO, which is the first 3 most important things are keywords, keywords, keywords. So you want to make sure that you're getting expert input into these. As a company that you might outsource to, hopefully, we have to work with you. And I'll talk the company that did it, was it the plumbing, or there was a new term for their service that other people would look up that they knew and we didn't. And so it was without that dialogue with that company that we were able to determine, hey, this is a keyword that we really should go after.
MEP.
MEP was
mechanical, electrical, plumbing contractors.
And we would have never thought of MEP, right? Where people who are looking to hire that company would use that terminology. So in some regard, this is not a process that goes without your help. It's a process that's very instrumentally requires your input, and then you should have experts, because we look at things like, Texas Orthopedics, their orthopedic surgery center in Tomball, just north of Houston here, and when they were coming to us for keywords and we were defining keywords for them, I kind of honed in one meeting about, you guys are focused on customers. What's the value of a referring doctor? And let's make sure that in our key list are the words that a referring doctor, of course, a referring doctors are so busy, would have handed it off to his PA or something. That PA is going to go to the internet. What are they going to type? Are they going to type a super fancy kind of knee replacement that's done there? Whereas a general user is going to be like knee replacement. And, a PA might type in whatever, Dr. Spock's, 1, 2, 3 knee replacement. So those technical terms are an important part of that keyword, of the keywords involved in that campaign. And it's kind of what you know about your business and what input. Now, if you guys are running a pay-per-click campaign, we just recently got a pay-per-click campaign. They were working with somebody else. They were paying $18 a click. If you guys are paying $18 a click, I don't even care what industry you're in, give us a call. Yeah. It may be right, because there are some industries that are that high, but give us a call. Let's find out. Let's make sure that $18 a click is the right thing to be doing. And I was going somewhere with that. So. And that's the time for point number 5. So far, let me get this correct. Number 1 and 2, 3, we'll call it 2A. Really, you should have an expert help you with.
Yes.
Okay.
Get your budget, get your good list of keywords, ask somebody to help you with those things.
Excellent. You want to take 5?
The next, we'll say use separate keywords for different ads if there are multiple keywords related to the PPC management project. I kind of look at this as kind of like A and B testing.
Well, I think it's also related to, for instance, we are working with a company that does AC repair. And really, there's a better example. There's a company that does alarm, fire, and sound. So they'll do like home theater sound. They'll do fire installation for commercial. So that's where they're putting in all the alarms for a fire alarm system in a big commercial or commercial building or school. And then they do like home, and they actually did our office alarm here. So when they're looking at business, they've got a residential side, which is really alarm and security, and then they have a fire side. Those really should be different campaigns. They should have different ads, and obviously the keywords are going to be totally different. One of the reasons that the ads should be different, we'll get to here in a minute.
Okay.
Because I don't know if it's next.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I really want to know now.
Yeah. That was a good teaser, wasn't it? I'm not concerned they're actually going to. Maybe I should have. Let's end the podcast now so they can start the next.
Come back.
We only got about 5 more minutes, so we're not going to get through all of this, which is okay. That means you guys will tune in next time to catch the rest of this amazing podcast. Create an attention-grabbing headline for your campaign.
Duh.
And it says, even if the keywords have good ranking, you won't get many visitors if your ad is not appealing.
If your ad sucks, basically.
Yeah, if it says only losers click here, it's probably would work.
Probably would.
People are like, let me check out this moron wasting his pay-per-click dollars. Ooh, I want to buy from him.
Yeah.
One of the things that, yes, it's got to be attention-grabbing headline. One of the most important things for a pay-per-click ad is it needs to contain at least the concept, more preferably the specific keywords that the user typed to actually see that ad. So if you type in home alarm Houston, and you see an ad over there that says whatever, it just says Brinks maybe you don't know that Brinks is an alarm system guy, but if you see an ad that says home alarm systems, you're like, hey, that's what I'm looking for.
He probably has a home alarm system on the other end of this link somewhere.
Step 2 to that process is the link that pay-per-click ad goes to probably should have Home Alarm Houston.
Yes.
All right, so that when they get there, they're like, hey, good, I thought there would be this information here. Look, there actually is this information here. Look, there are calls to action because eWebStyle has designed the website, which, by the way, we do.
Yes.
In case.
Oh, yes.
Did we mention that?
No.
I think we did.
We did now.
No, yeah. We do websites. That's an important aspect of what we do. So we've done the website. It's got the right calls to action. It's got the phone number prominently displayed. There's a way to quickly fill out a form. So now that's going to convert. So
yes,
wow, that was a good story.
That kind of leads into.
These guys got really liberal. Let's see how many
they really did.
duplicate content things we do.
Duplicate things we could list. I'd say it leads into 8, the last one.
Yeah.
Creating landing pages.
Yep.
I think this applies to SEO and pay-per-click. When they make sure that whenever they click on this particular link, if it's in your PPC ad or your SEO content, it goes to a page that is relevant to
the search terms.
Thank you. The search term, or for whatever that link. If the link says fire alarm, make sure it goes to a page that has fire alarms on it. It might be your homepage. It might be another landing page that has more relevant information. And I want to say I'm starting to see this stuff all the time. I don't see it as much in pay-per-click, but I see it in SEO where people link to stuff and every link goes back to their homepage. Okay. It's good that you're doing something. But it's good that you're doing some sort of SEO, but it would be better if you accurately...
If you took them to a page that really had the information that they were looking for.
I have no idea where I was going. But, create a landing page. And for your PPC, for anything, this is serious. You have to give them what they're looking for. If I'm looking for blue one-arm widgets, I better get to the page where I can buy a blue arm widget immediately.
Yep. And one of the things with pay-per-click, okay, the old school landing page is really not something that people are using anymore. It's kind of gotten reworked, and so yes, you create a landing page, but it becomes part of your natural web structure, and you've got links to it. In the old days, even with SEO, you would just make a landing page. It may stand out all by itself and then direct traffic back into your website. That's no longer valuable because Google recognizes what's going on, and it doesn't want those kinds of landing pages. However, with pay-per-click, in fact, we're doing this for a campaign that we're starting this week, where we want the most relevant terms on that page, and so because that has a lot of value for it, actually can reduce the cost per click. When Google knows that it's sending somebody who's looking for Houston alarm systems to some page that has Houston alarm systems and it ranks well for Houston alarm systems, you don't have to pay as much. Google's happy to send you. They still want to make their click. They're going to make their money, but they're happy to send you there. In fact, they'd prefer to send you there instead of what we've been talking about, which is the other guy who's got a pay-per-click ad and it sends them to the fire page. So he's willing to pay a lot of money, but it's going to irrelevant information. Not a good experience for the Google user. Not what Google wants to do. So you got to pay extra for that. And obviously there's a limit. They won't even, at some point they won't even send you. They won't even let you bid So creating landing pages for pay-per-click, you can do that more. Ultimately, I'm saying this, and at the same point, the bottom line for reducing the cost of your per-click cost is that page rank well for that term, right? Well, if it's a standalone page, it's not going to rank as well as if it's a page integrated into your website.
Yes.
And Google knows the difference. So ultimately, really, we're putting that page up quickly because we want it to have relevant information very quickly. But we will be integrating it into the website. In fact, with that client, we're starting SEO next month. So all of that's going to happen anyway. So. I think we've actually come to our time.
I think so
we've
as
got
well.
We've got a couple. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7 more to go. So tune in next time for the exciting WikiHow article, how to start a successful pay-per-click campaign, and the eWebStyle spin on that article about which one of those. It was going really good, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, you were standing back. Wow, this is good. Let's see where it goes. Oh, boo! I'm about to get heckled. And the eWebStyle spin for each of these items that are important, each of these 15 items that are important for a successful pay-per-click campaign, which ones should you outsource?
Yes.
Which ones should you hire an expert?
And I'm going to say it now. Next, we're going to finish this, and we'll do the same thing for SEO.
Yeah, we'll get that started.
Which ones should you outsource?
And why? I mean, I think we're doing a good job of explaining why.
Write that down before I forget it.
Okay.
I probably will.
Okay. I'll put that in there.
So, let's wrap up. SEO, pay-per-click, define a budget, make a good keyword list, finalize it, bid on the right keywords, ask someone to help you with these things. Use separate keywords for different ads.
Yeah,
that are related to different things. Create attention-grabbing headlines, attractive ad copy, and a good landing page. The only thing somebody has is your ad. Write a good one. So some of these things you need to ask for help. Definitely need to ask for help on, and a lot of these things are related to, if they help in PPC, they will help you in your SEO.
Did we have anyone that didn't require some expert? No, not yet.
No,
maybe on the next podcast we'll find something on this list that you really shouldn't get an expert.
And in case you did not know, Chris said it earlier. I had a guy call in and say, and what did he say on the email? It was like, y'all do websites?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, man, yeah, fool. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, fool. I just saw the A-team, so
yeah, fool, that's what's up.
Matt says, hey, man, y'all don't promote it. Yes, eWebSouth does do websites.
In fact, that's how we started, doing websites,
Yes.
website design and programming. So we can do full e-commerce sites. We can do everything, and then get that website on the first page of Google and focus the whole process on return on investment.
Yes.
So, excellent. Excellent. Well, this is the end of podcast number 72. You have been listening to Internet Marketing, the Unknown Secrets of SEO podcast, and this one, pay-per-click.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you guys out there. Make sure you send us emails. Make sure you go onto iTunes, create an account, and submit a wonderful review, just like Matt, was it? Matt just like Matt did.
Just like Proactive Patrol.
And,
Newbie Noob, Scooby-Doo.
Net Noob. We appreciate you guys listening. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
This is such
I feel like I'm just scatterbrained.
This is such a weak ending. Let's have it drag on for another minute, just because
somebody's listening to this like, this is just painful.
You guys, stop. This is annoying. You are clearly not professionals at anything you do. Could you please end the podcast? I want to hear the Goldmine song now.
Like, honey, come in here. These guys are crashing and burning.
Listen to this. You can hear the... My name is Chris Burris.
I'm Paul Hansen.
Bye-bye for now.
I'm glad that we could laugh at ourselves.